Oh, yep. Okay. Okay. Hello. Hey, AJ. Wyatt. I hope you do. Ah! I hope you're doing good. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Siren. I'm sorry, a half? What would that imply? Now, we are getting caffeinated this morning, okay? And we are also doing some I was choking before I hit live. Somebody please help me. Please help me. Wow. Hey, Amy. Hey, Marlene. Hey. Guess what I was doing? Amy knows. Hey, Straight Up Belle. Now, this morning, I was writing music, but you want to know something fun? Hey, Mrs. Portland. You guys, I'm choking really bad. My throat got really dry. I started choking really bad. Why does coffee do that to me? And by the way, can I just say something else? I got my food sensitivity results yesterday because I took a test that tests over 200 foods. You want to know what they said? Anyone want to take a gander of what I have high food sensitivities to, which could explain why I choke? Hey, Pesky, why I gag, why my stomach gets bloated, why my bowels have irritable rage syndrome, or sometimes they hold off from putting out. Anyone want to guess? No, not crab legs. Hey, Shamrock Pixie. Oh, thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Hey, Lori. Pasta. Ooh, Marlene, that's close. I have my whole results here, but 4 of them I'm extremely sensitive to. One of them, we'll start with the crappy, stupid ones. Zucchini. I freaking love zucchini. I am highly allergically reactive to zucchini. Also, fig, not to be confused with the people I sleep with. Well, man, just one. Okay. Hey, Chloe Joe. Love you too, Mrs. Portland. Now listen up very closely because these other 2 suck. Now, my doctor did give me a celiac test, and I'm good to go on that. I don't need to eat gluten-free. Well, guess what? Anyone want to guess? Shut your filthy fucking mouth, Siren. They are good, but I mean, I guess I really don't need them in my life, but zucchini is really good. Okay, not apples. Well, apples, I think, Amy, you looked at my report. I think apples I'm moderately sensitive to or something like that. Not onions. Guess what? White potatoes. There goes potato chips. There goes love and mashed potatoes and gravy. I think I'm not going to say the next part because that's my last one I'm highly allergic to, which pretty much eliminates any fucking thing being ingested in my body besides caffeine. French fries. Bingo. Bingo, Gulf Coast. French fries. There go. Well, I'm not really big on baked potatoes, but anything potato-y. Can't do it. I don't know about red and yellow potatoes. I think that was on the list, and I think it was okay. I think that one was okay. Yeah. How do you not eat potatoes in the United States of America? Now, you ready for this last one? This one sucks. Anyone want to guess what it is before we get started? Anyone? Not peanuts, thank God. I love sweet potatoes, Marlene. I love your sweet potato tush, by the way, Marlene. Feel me? Ooh, is that fun? Just got sexual for a minute. I'm allowed to do that. Her and I met when we were flight attendants. Not dairy, by the way. I thought I was allergic to dairy. It's not dairy. Hey, Ronnie. Nope. Not chocolate, not red potatoes. Bingo. Amy got it. But Amy already read my report. Wait! this fucking out. Throw this fucking bread out. Then throw this fucking bread out. Throw these fucking bagels out. Throw that fucking out. Look at all this shit. Look, there's some more fucking wheat cereal. Here's some fucking Special K, bitches. Here's some fucking Cheerios. Chex. Fucking bubblegum fucking cereal. I can't enjoy bubblegum fucking cereal anymore. Fuck you. Jesus. Fuck off. Look, that has fucking weed in it. That has weed in it. That has weed in it. This fucking has weed in it. These fucking cookies have weed in them. Fucking buttermilk pancakes that I just bought, I can't even fucking enjoy. Cookies, fucking cookies, all of that shit. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to vacuum my whole life up because now that I have to do an elimination diet, well, I guess I do have, maybe Michael and Butthead will eat them. Maybe I should pick them back up off the floor. Okay. Gather around. No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool! I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My One second. Can you guys hear me? Hang on. Look. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, God. Look at what I did. Look at what you did to me. Sorry about that, Michael. I'll clean it up, okay? Just calm down now, okay? You're the one who wants to marry me. Well, I want to marry you, but I don't know how long that'll last. Especially if I keep throwing shit around and doing food sensitivity quizzes and shit like that throughout the world. Can you imagine? Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. Wow, we're going to get roaches while I'm sitting here doing this live stream. I'm OCD and I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that. Fuck it. You guys ready for something? And then we're going to have a little bit of fun this morning because I thought, when life gives you lemons, what did I tell you the other day, Mrs. Portland? When life gives you lemons, go ahead, fill that fucking cup up, twist the lemon juice inside of the cup. No, I'm not a doctor. No, this is not home remedies. And yes, I'm allergic to everything. When you go ahead and fill those lemons in the blender and inside of the cup and you juice that shit up, make sure you pour extra vodka into the cup now. Okay? Because you need to go ahead and make some spiked adult beverage lemonade. Okay? Through the blood on the floor? It wasn't me that I got from the store. It wasn't me. How? Huh? Oh, I was like, blood? Cheese and rice. Hey, Breezy, how you doing? Guys, look what I found. Anyone know what this is? Anyone want to take a little guessy guess? Anybody? Anyone? I'm really feeling my OCD right now. I'm really gonna. If Michael watches this, he's gonna be like, everybody else isn't allergic to wheat like you are. Well, everybody else has to suffer then. Hey, Carolyn, you're allergic to mushrooms, peppers, and onions. That fucking sucks. Because every single one of those is good. By the way, my report said bell peppers I might have a problem with. It is a tree, Ashley. Anyone want to guess who drew that tree? That is how my soul feels. Actually, Shamrock Pixie, this isn't how my soul feels. A leafless tree in the fall. The floor is how my soul feels. With all of that wasted wheat gone to hell. Okay. It's depressing. What am I supposed to eat? Fucking lemons? AJ Wyatt? Come on now. Come on, gang. We have you shitting for weeks. I am going to do an elimination diet, though. Anyways, this is from like when I was in 4th grade. I drew this tree. You want to know what this is? These are little stories that I wrote when I was little and I drew pictures with. Look at that fucking bitch teacher correcting my work. Look, she crossed. What did she do? She crossed out and she corrected my spelling. She said, beautiful picture, though. Wow. Anybody want to hear a story before we have a little bit of fun with the haters? Now, you have a choice. She had us take a picture out of a magazine and write a story about whoever. I named him Mike. That one's kind of boring. Ooh, leaves. Perfect time for fall. So you could hear a story about Mike, leaves, what I thought about fear on October 14th of 1991. Monster. Ooh, I was a good drawer. Look how good I was. Look, my teacher said, wow. Fantastic picture. Hey, Gladys. K-Rox Media says a subscriber of yours came into my channel last night and guess I went to high school with her. That or those fucking assholes are just fucking running your background and playing with you. Assholes. Ooh, here we go. Let's see what I said I would do if I had $1 million in 4th grade. You ready for this shit? I'm sure it's not going to be very unself-serving. Okay. I said, if I had $1 million, I would go to Hollywood, California. She corrected my spelling of California, by the way. Look at that. Look, that fucking bitch corrected me. Just kidding. She was the coolest teacher ever. Okay. Now, I said, I would go to Hollywood, California and take my family, relatives, family's friends, relatives' friends, and my friends. It's a lot of fucking people to take to California with you when the big one's going to hit at any time soon. Okay. And this is back when they first started expecting that shit to happen. Wow. I said, and I would be a movie star and make more than $1 million. I did want to be a movie star growing up, but wow, $1 million. It's a lot of money nowadays, right, folks? Wow. I said, ooh, I corrected it. And I said, I would make $1 billion. I was shooting for the stars. I said, I would also buy houses for all of the people that I bring with me. Don't fucking hold me to that shit. Okay. I said, and those houses would all be mansions. And I spelled it MANSHAUNS. And when I start making some movies, I will make my first one with Kathleen Turner if I can. She still is my favorite actress and still was back in the 90s and 80s. I'm going to make my first movie with Kathleen Turner. And I will also buy some candy bars, but I will not buy too many because they are bad for your teeth. I must have paid attention to something fucking right because I got every single one of these bitches up in here still, except for my wisdom teeth. Okay. Ooh, and I said, but I will not buy Nintendo because it's bad for your eyes. So it's fucking YouTube, young Robert. Man, if I could go back and tell him, you know what, just keep doing what you're doing. Do a couple drugs while you're at it. Just kidding. Don't do that at home either, okay? That's for entertainment purposes only. But I wouldn't have had to be told to do that because I just did it anyways. No one ever told me. I just did. And then I said, and I would go to other states too, but I would still live in Hollywood and I would still live in the house that I have right now in Colorado. I would have both houses and I would also give Mrs. Long, that's my teacher, $100. And look, she put next to it, yes, thank you. Hold on a minute. I'm making $1 billion as a movie star in Hollywood, and I'm just going to give Mrs. Long $100? No wonder she kept correcting me. Fucking selfish little piece of shit kid. I continued to say I would also buy my best store in the whole wide world, and I will try to be a story writer. The end. Is that fun? Hey, Anne-Marie. Wow. So I will continue to go through this with you guys at some other point, but I just thought that was funny. I was looking for that forever. It's like it's all of these are poems and stories that I wrote in 4th grade. Is that so cool? I had great penmanship. Yeah, I wrote better than I do now. Look at that. That is better handwriting than I have now. Look, I was just writing a song this morning. That's why this microphone's out. I don't want to show you the whole song. Look at my fucking handwriting now. And yes, I am talking about just a bunch of fucking liars blaming me for slashing their own tires. Yeah, that's going to be in my new song, bitches. Okay? Because I'm writing some gangsta shit. True story. I was always a creator, Patty. Yeah, and I was always corrected for my spelling as well. Man, that food on the floor in the background is really driving me nuts. Michael is going to kill me if he's going to be like, you sat there the whole time on your live stream while you threw all that food out. And look, Brooklyn's not even getting to it yet. As soon as she gets to it, I'm going to have to pick it up. Anyways, folks. So I've been telling, oh, look. Look what's by my foot. Ramen noodles. Look at. There's another. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, wow, look at that. Holy shit, it's falling out of the bag. All the cereal came out of the bag and onto the floor. Oh my God, Aquarian baby, you broke your foot. I'm so sorry. I pray that you get to feeling better. Yeah, anybody got some milk? Want to come over and suck it up off the floor? You're more than welcome to do so. Okay, so anyways, I'm writing a new like little extended play album, and there's a song I'm writing called Unresponsive, and I want to make it the first track. So I was going to go through and read some hate comments, but that's really driving me nuts right now. So I'm going to do that another time and just have fun with them. But what I need, and I asked my moderator chat to do this, and I need your help, and you could be a hater. I'm not even going to put you on camera if you want to call in. What I need you to do, and keep it rated R. Don't call in with this. You cannot call in and say mean, like racist stuff or anything like that. Okay. But what I need is your permission to use your voice on the intro of my album, because what I'm going to do is have a bunch of haters just saying horrible, stupid stuff about me and make it funny, make it creative. But I told my moderators, I said, send me some recordings so I can put it at the beginning of the song. But also I'm going to give you the chance if you want to be in it too. So all you need to do is click the StreamYard link and call in and say something like along the lines of, save Robbie's hairline is receding, or say something about my music, please, because I want that to be in there. Save Robbie's music sucks. And you could just go on, and what I'll do is I'll clip that from my stream and put it in the intro of the song. I'm going to make a collage of voices. Okay, but you do need to give me your permission to use it on my song now. Okay, so I'm going to do something, and this isn't scary because this is for entertainment purposes only, and I need your hateful comments. Okay, so bring it on. There's the StreamYard link. So first person to call in, I'm going to let you up, and you're going to need to give me your permission first, because I will keep this in StreamYard forever, and I will resort to this video every time you tell me that I use my voice for no reason. Shut the fuck up before I come to your house and throw cereal out of your cupboards and eat all your ramen, gluten-free, fucked up ramen noodles. Okay? No, Carolyn, Locomai said it was going to junk for some reason, so I'm going to have to go in, I'm going to have to look at that. I'm going to have to go in, I'm going to have to look at your... what's going on with that? I think it was because when I blocked you on my channel, it was just pushing you out. Queen Elizabeth just died? Hold on a minute, please. Let me go to the news. Okay. Oh my God. Hold on. Also, a Memphis shooting rampage, part of which was live streamed, leaves 4 people dead and 3 wounded. Holy shit. Bad time for hate.
Good morning.
It's a bad time for hate comments.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Portland. Good morning, Siren. Anybody hungry for anyone need some cereal?
Robbie, I just said something in your chat. Box up all your food that you cannot have, ship it down to me, and I will gladly take it. That way you don't have to throw it away.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or I could just leave it in the cupboard for Michael and not be selfish.
Well, that's true. But again, I'm just saying if you decide that you're going to get rid of it, just know that you can just box it up and send it to me, and I'll gladly take it.
Okay, anytime. Yeah, because I'm going to have to eliminate a lot of stuff.
Well,
Siren, do you have any suggestions? Because I know you're kind of medically smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. Do I just start eating water or?
Well, I mean, you can, you're allowed yogurt, so eat lots of that.
Yogurt is only good if you put grain like oats in it and shit.
Well, they have yogurt with the granola, and the granola doesn't have wheat. So
What? I thought granola was wheat.
Well, some of it isn't. It's got like other stuff.
Oh. Siren, are you going to send me since you have studio equipment, a professionally recorded hate recording?
I can, or I can do it now. Either way, so yeah.
We'll do it now just for fun.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. I already know I have your permission. I film you while you're sleeping anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I don't really care.
You're there. I wake up screaming, and then you're in my bed holding me to comfort me. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
I'm going to mute so I can come back and.
That's Save Robbie he left me in that hotel room for 5 hours while he was hooking up with some guy. That bastard. I mean, he's horrible. He's a horrible human being.
That's too accurate.
wow. Wow.
Mrs. Portland, I have an idea. I have a really
What?
fun idea. I'm going to put a haters. Look, let's just go to one of my haters' channels, and I'm going to have you read a hate comment like it's coming from you, and I'll put that on there. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let's go to fuck. Let's
Hey,
go to
Siren.
Hey,
number one hate channel here. That would be Captain Kangaroo. Okay. So let's just go to his comments. I'm sure we will have no problem finding one pretty quickly.
Well, I can pull up the hate email that I got yesterday. I don't know if you saw it posted on my community page, but I was sent a very threatening, very hateful email.
Yeah, I saw that. And
I need to let you know, Robbie, I appreciate what you try to do for both me and Noodle, but I've been finding out a lot of stuff the last couple of days about the whole situation, and truthfully, I'm just not real happy with it. So I am distancing myself from her at this point.
I'll tell you what, Miss Portland, because I've been meaning to talk to you about some of that stuff. We will talk outside of YouTube for that because there's
Okay,
some.
that's fine.
I wanted to talk to you about some of that.
Yeah, I prefer
Ooh.
to keep that private too. So
How about you go ahead and read this one about me out loud by Lynn Crisp?
okay. You know, I can't see it. It's too small, and my eyesight's not very good. Robbie, can you like enlarge that?
Oh,
a
let's
little bit?
see. Here we go.
Okay. Well, I'll try. It's still kind of small.
I'm zooming in a little bit more. How's
Okay.
that?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
His life would be even more boring and dull if people didn't really leave him alone. He used to be a little nice, but that's how Satan works within a person. He starts out small and unnoticed. He builds and grows within.
What does that even mean, by the way? And why is this lady Lynn so mad at me? I'm sure, well, both of you know, you and Mrs. Portland. Isn't it crazy when like
we all have an attitude problem? I think all of us are PMSing in one way or another. We've all got major PMS issues happening.
I mean, this person's so upset that they like left one. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They went back for like seconds 4 times.
Wow. Obviously, that person must be majorly PMSing.
Yeah.
I get a good one for Robbie.
Oh, yes, we need one from Mr. Portland. Go.
You are so mean, throwing my cereal all over your friggin' floor. Now get it off the floor and give it back to me.
I'll shove it down your throat. How about that? And what? Hold on a minute. What is wrong with this Life in the Red Kim lady? Why is she always talking shit? Love you, Iris.
Oh,
Why is that woman like seriously? But here's the confusing part. I don't know if
I
you have
just
an
had
experience
breaking
with her.
news, Bobby.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'll make this quick.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Queen Elizabeth is deceased at the age of 96.
Yeah, they were just saying that. Should we do a moment of silence for her or
I think that would be appropriate.
okay, hold on. Let me do this. Let me take this off the screen for a minute. It's not appropriate if I clean up cereal while that moment of silence is going on, right? Like to double, like multitask, or do I have to sit? Because I'm
I just
caffeinated.
feel it's sad when somebody loses their life, at such an age like that, and out of honor and respect of the Queen, I think we should at least give her that moment of silence. I do feel it's appropriate.
Okay. Hold on. Let me put this on the screen. And moment of silence for Queen Elizabeth. And for the shooting that just happened, the live stream. That's terrible. Moment of silence. Thank you guys for that.
Thank you, Rob.
How old was she, you guys?
96.
Oh, wow. That's a long life. Long.
Mhm.
Hey, Laurel. You guys, Mrs. Portland is just calling in to just talk. So I know a lot of people don't get along, but that's another reason I'm fucking writing this thing. You know how, well, you do know how you all know. Siren does. Hey, Penguin and Pels. Everybody knows. Can you imagine how hard it would be if you're actually pleasing every single person? First of all, it's like completely impossible. But like if you're trying to please every single person and, and also when people make their announcements of it, like I understand you want to get your point across, but I'm trying to be peaceful and happy and loving. Look, and now Miss Portland just left. That's just a shame. Like if I go somewhere and somebody's there, like you don't have to say anything. You don't have to type and be like, hey guys, I've been in here listening. I love everyone in here except for that stupid fucking bitch in the chat. And I'm leaving just so everyone knows I'm leaving because of that. In case I didn't say that person's a bitch that's up there and I don't want to be here because of that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave. Did I mention they're a bitch, Siren? Or you're a bitch too, by the way. So fuck off.
You're bitch. So,
Yeah, fuck off and shut your mouth. And I'm going to go.
Yeah, folks,
Okay.
I think it's no secret that I'm not really getting along with Mrs. Portland right now, but I can be civil on the panel and not fight. I mean, come on now. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for that.
Yes, Mrs. Portland. And that's why I was saying it's. See, you can't even have fun. Look at it. I'm the one with the mess to clean up, literally on the floor, right here. Okay, my life is hell. My life is hard. Thank you, Laurel. No, well, and you guys, Mrs. Portland is my friend, and I've tried to be. Look, that her and Siren were up here, and they're not getting along, but they're both my friends, and they were doing a pretty damn good job of not even letting me know that they had tension. It was a pretty good job. Wow. Wow. Anywho, God, you try to have a fun live stream and then people like start dying and fighting, and God, Satan is real, by the way, folks. Okay? He is. Just look at Crafton and Kim's comments if you don't believe me. Just kidding. No, but every time, like, Crafton and Kim they've always been so nice to me. And then, like, you look in comments, you're like, why are they talking shit? It's confusing to me. So I don't know. Maybe people should make their announcements. What do you think, Siren, when they leave and be like, oh, I fucking hate? Because I'd rather people be honest than like be super nice and then turn around and be like, oh my God, great work on your channel, Captain Kangaroo. Great work on stalking a man and having over 100 videos of him on your channel and just putting that harasser in his place. An online stalker. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at this channel. Hold on. Let me back up a little bit. Siren, how many videos do you think are made of you on this channel?
On this channel, maybe one. Maybe one.
Well, first of all, look at his community post, Captain Kangaroo. It's basically all save Robbie hate. See all that? But he calls me an online stalker. But he tags me like nonstop and shit. Okay. And then we have, let's just count on the main screen just for fun. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's my picture again. 4, 5. Let's see. 6. Wow, he's really going after Dorothy now too. That's not going to stop for a while, by the way, Dorothy. 7. 8. 9. 10, 11, 12. I mean, fuck. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Dude, look at this fucking man's channel. Okay, I lost count. There's like 586. Look at all of that. This is the night, like almost 2 years ago, that it was terrible when I relapsed. Like, that is his channel. And I'm a stalker? Fuck off. Oh, hang on. Let me make sure that's anti-side-eye. 1 second, anti-side-eye. Sorry, I was going on a rant while I was aggressively not letting Siren talk. 1 moment. Okay, here we go. Oh, we can't see you. The thing was up anyways. You ready? I'm going to take it off. Okay. Hello.
You actually got to see me. Hello.
How are you?
I am good. I just want to first say I love and adore you. So wanted to get that out there.
I love and adore you as well.
And I don't know how anybody could make all these hate videos about you.
Well, I do, and it's because I cuss him out. And that's why I'm like trying to have fun with it and, you know, joke around with it and stuff, because I've been negative so many times about it that it's too, like, why take it seriously anymore? Why? And then ask like logical questions like, why are you such a dick?
That's what I love about you. You don't hold back.
Yeah, and it's not good a lot of the time, but like, you know, just trying to, I mean, seriously, I didn't know who this man was. And he started, literally, I think by the time I knew who he was, he had like 50 videos of me up on his channel. And he doesn't even live in the same country.
I don't know who he...
I don't know who he is either.
But I've heard a lot of people say he's creepy. He gives them the creeps. I've heard a lot of bad things about him.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and this is where the problem goes wrong, and then I'll let you say whatever you wanted to say, but I think the issue is, especially with the heart, because I am a hard-headed, stubborn person, and I'll admit that.
No.
But I think the issue is when people, like I've offered with that guy so many times, like to talk, and I will say, and this is being, I guess you could call me prideful or whatever, it is his fault, because I've offered so many times for him to talk to me, and he, I think, purposely, intentionally designs the way he attacks so that I do get out of hand and I do snap, and then it's almost too late for a resolution. You know what I'm saying? Because by that time, I've already called you every name in the book because you won't take some sort of peace offering. So now he gets me to the point where I'm so angry that there's almost no going back or apologizing for my actions. And that's what I don't want to do anymore.
Well, one thing I do notice about you is you don't cuss people out just to cuss them out. You always have good reason to.
Yeah, that is true. I will say that for sure.
Hey, Siren.
Hello.
If you guys aren't subscribed to Anti-Side-Eye, you should be, and Siren, of course. Do you know who Breakfast Club fan is? Anti-Side-Eye?
Mm-mm.
Because you guys have the same kind of demeanor, that your accents are a little bit the same. Her channel name's Breakfast Club Fan. She's coming back. You guys should collaborate sometime. I think you'd have a good conversation with each other.
I'm going to have to go check her out.
I'll send you her channel for sure.
Okay, cool. Okay,
but anyways, I think you came up here to say something, right?
No, I just came up here to say hello and say I adore you.
I was scared because I thought you were going to say, first of all, I love and adore you. And then I was like,
and second of all, let me tell you something. No, never. No, I'm pretty calm. The Queen has died. Yeah, that's wild. I wonder if Charles or William's going to take over now.
Yeah, how does that work, by the way? Because there's no female, or does what's
Charles
her name? The
is next in line, but Charles is next in line, but no. Fergie's not even in the family anymore.
Oh, she's not. What about Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas? Because she always says, how come every time you come around my London Bridge, want to go down like Lundy, Lundy, Lundy? She'd be a good candidate.
That would be a hoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see William take it.
I don't know any, and that's why I kind of felt bad, because I was like talking, I was like, back to me, and they started talking about the Queen, and I was like, yeah, the Queen's right here, bitch. Just kidding. No. And then they were saying that, and I was like, oh God, now I feel bad, but I don't really know, because, I don't know a lot about that culture, I guess. Maybe I'm bad at history, and I know she's been around a long time. That's why I wanted to give her a moment of silence and be respectful, but I just don't know anything about the royal family except for the name Fergie. And who's the actress?
Charles is next in line.
Who's the actress that married one of them? Is it William? She's like talked about a lot.
No. She married Harry.
What's her name?
Meghan Markle.
Yes.
Meghan Markle.
Why does she have such a bad reputation, by the way?
Because she would not abide by all of the royal rules. She wanted to do her own thing, and they blame her for the split between Harry and William.
Oh, they split and they're brothers? Whoa.
Yeah, and Harry's no longer part of the royals. He moved to California.
What? See, I don't know anything. What about Elton John?
Yeah.
Is he still a sir, or?
Yeah, he's still a sir.
So when you get the title of sir, that means you're a part of the royal family, or?
Mrs. Portland, I don't care if you chose to unsub from me. That's fine. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, Mrs. Portland, I just want to keep it nice, Mrs. And I'm going to talk to you later, Mrs. Portland, about, just some things in a loving way that I've just been wanting to talk to you about, because there are a lot of people that do love you, and well, I guess maybe I'll just say it. You know, like Noodle Mash, for example. I was in communication with her the last couple days, and I've said this before, and I think, and that's why I relate a lot to Mrs. Portland on some certain levels, except I don't know her state of mind a lot of the time, but she doesn't register things. And I know that Noodle Mash, like in Anti-Side-Eye, you've been supportive of her, Siren, like many people, and Tiff. And I think maybe that gets confused. And I think a lot of people, outsiders, try to persuade you otherwise. And I think they have fun doing it because it makes you fight with the people that really do care about you a lot. And I really think that's their intentions, is to cause chaos. Thank you for posting that, Amy. But Noodle Mash was pretty upset, and she doesn't really know why, like, what's going on. And she really does want to keep a peace with you. And I think a lot of people want that. And there's just miscommunication going on. But I know a lot of people, like Anti-Side-Eye, and many people who really, really cared about you and care, or maybe they don't anymore. I don't know. And it's hard to keep caring when you don't believe that they care, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'm saying that because I care.
When you make a whole video calling me a hate channel, yeah, that's kind of hard to still care about it.
Yeah, and you're not. That's why I like your demeanor, Anti-Side-Eye, and you're very calm and you speak your mind. But I've always heard you be very respectful. And I've heard you be respectful about Mrs. Portland as well, just from my airplane seat.
I try to be.
Siren has been sitting in front of me the entire flight, so I might have missed a few things.
Siren brings a calmness about everything.
He does. Until he snaps. Just kidding. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, when he snaps, he'll snap.
Penguin and Pals says, I would like to have a civil conversation with Mrs. Portland sometime about something that upset me. Hopefully one day we can talk that conversation and clear some things up. And that's exactly the way you do it. See, that was worded very nice, Penguin. And that's the problem. There's people, not only with Mrs. Portland, but they really do want to stir shit up. They want to make you believe stuff. And here's one thing I'm going to do. You guys should do this too, because let's all do this social experiment. Make a video, okay, whether it's recorded or on camera or whatever, Siren, Anti-Side-Eye, whoever wants to do it. Make a video just talking about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Talk for like 5 minutes. Talk about the sunshine outside and what you see outside, right? And then do a social experiment to clip that video to make it look like you're being a fucking asshole, and clip only like the parts that would make you look bad out of the video, and then clip the good parts and make a good version and a bad. And that just goes to show you that anybody can twist a narrative of fucking anything. I'm going to do that. I'll just go to one of my videos and I'm going to go to one of my videos and just clip random shit and make me look like the biggest jerk. And then the same video, I can make myself look like an angel as well. It's all about the way you interpret it and see things.
Well, see, because I'm not really getting along with Mrs. Portland, she makes her content right now, but I don't know if she's listening to the wrong people. But she's listening to someone right now in emails who's sending her stuff with no proof to anything, but she's believing it. And we tried to tell her that no, she's listening to someone who's trying to manipulate her. But you can't comment on the videos because she has all her comments turned off. And she has all of us blocked, so we can't message her. And we don't want to bug you at work. And so we can't reach her. So the only thing I've been doing is retreating to my community page and leaving community posts and tagging her. But now she's saying she doesn't even want to read that. So we're kind of stuck not being able to address her. And
well, if she has you blocked, she can't see them.
That's true. And so I guess maybe the only way you can respond is publicly then, is like what you're saying? Or Well, I do know from I know from experience with Mrs. Portland, when she gets angry or misunderstands, like she's dragged me, and a lot of people have been like, dude, put your foot down. I wouldn't tolerate that. And I don't. And I let her know that, that's not okay to do that kind of stuff. But I think right now what the problem is, and this is what I'm trying to learn to do, is listening and getting the full picture before responding. And that's something that I suffer badly from. And Mrs. Portland, I know you do as well, is, you could hear something, or even with Country Joe, as much as I don't care for that person, like the award stuff, feeling left out or that kind of stuff can be hurtful inside and upsetting. But I think it's about the way we let that hurt out of our bodies, is the way that you're going to get a response, and the way that you're representing your feelings. And if you're confused about something, it's okay to be confused. You don't have to figure it out right away and like cuss people out without really knowing. So I think it's important to get the big picture of stuff. A Nazi who saved over 250,000 Chinese people, all perspective. Whoa! See, I didn't even know about that. There's positivity everywhere, even in Nazis' face. That's crazy. But I mean, shit. Yeah, Hitler was terrible, but he had to have had some good qualities somewhere, right? Silence.
Yeah.
Did you see Siren's face? Come on, guys. Say one nice thing about Hitler.
He's
He
dead.
had a cool stash.
He did have a cool stash. He had a cool car, too. He was creative. Wow, I guess I could just go on with this. I shouldn't. So I'm going to stop. He was handsome.
Yeah, I can see the clip channels now. Robbie is praising Hitler.
Exactly. And see, that's a perfect example, anti-side-eye, because what I was doing was like trying to find positive in everything, including Hitler. Okay. And they'll block that part out and just say that I was praising Hitler. And I bet you the title will say praise Hitler.
Yep.
Robbie praises Hitler, which I'm not doing that unless he paid me. Just kidding. I'm gonna slowly back my way out of this one.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Do the backstroke.
Carolyn, you keep popping up backstage, but your devices aren't connected. And then you go away. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, Homer says, how is it we are bad? Because we are sick of it. She comes on, takes over, repeats herself over and over in chats till she's noticed, but we get annoyed and we are bad. She takes over. It's too much. And I get that's too much for some people. I've said, and I have to stick by, or I would be a hypocrite, that I love her unconditionally. However, that doesn't mean I'm going to support and condone everything that she does that is not productive or kind, and try to give her advice and not take my own advice. Unless I'm talking about Hitler. I'll take my own advice and stop talking about Hitler. Okay. Carolyn is backstage, but she's not, her device isn't connected. I don't know what's going on with that. She's typing, but I don't want to hit it because I don't know if it's her or not yet. So I don't want to oh, see, and now she's gone. That's correct, Tevi. I'm not her keeper. I'm her friend, but I'm also Anti-Side-Eye's friend, and I'm also Tiff's friend and Siren's friend. So that's why it's hard. You don't want to get involved, but you also don't want to allow people to get hurt that you care about. So I care about Mrs. Portland. I care about Anti-Side-Eye and everybody. But when I know and I see that people aren't actually doing what they're being accused of, then I can't say that they are, because they're not. And that's why I'm saying I really think Mrs. Portland is being fucked with, to put it bluntly. Not by you guys, by somebody else putting things in her head and jumping to conclusions. That's what I think.
Yeah, Mrs. Portland, I see your comments now that I'm back here. You are not hated by everyone. You're not. But someone is messing with you right now and making you think things.
Yeah, and I can tell you, because I'm obviously Noodle, I didn't care for her for the longest time and stuff, but she genuinely, her emails back and forth, like she does care. She really does want to keep peace, and she's very confused about what's going on. And she said, and I'm sure she won't mind me saying this because she was reaching out to me to try to find a resolution. She really does want that. And she's like, it's really hard to keep my mouth shut when I'm not doing these things, and I don't want to upset Mrs. Portland by defending myself, but I'm not doing these things. So what do I do? And that's why I'm just like, I'll talk to Mrs. Portland, but Noodle Mash really does care about you. I've realized that over time, and she does not want to fight with you. And I think the people that don't like Noodle Mash right now are taking advantage of that. And they're kind of running with it. She is a grown woman. But I don't, in my experience, she doesn't register things the way everybody else does, and it takes a little bit longer to register reality, I guess. And I'm not trying to defend, being mean or anything like that. And man, that food behind me is driving me nuts. I dropped the link. I don't know if Penguin wanted a link. She was asking. I got to go in about 10 minutes because I got to clean this mess up. You don't think it worked? No, K-Rox, your link is working. Your devices just aren't working.
Yeah.
Why is Noodle Mash?
Mrs. P, you will never know who those trolls were from that stream you tried to do to support Natasha. You'll never know who those people were.
No.
You'll never know.
Nope. And I mean, the whole purpose, and that's why Mrs. Portland, I told Miss Portland the other day, and that's why I was like, I'm going to have fun with hate comments, like not be so serious about it. And maybe even the haters themselves will laugh. Okay, Penguin. And that's what Mrs. Portland needs to do, is just laugh and make a joke, not hide your videos, stop doing the crafts that make you happy, pushing the people away that care about you, not doing that. Because I noticed, like, especially when I was on Effexor, you guys, that's why I had to stop taking everything. It was planting thoughts in my head, like, why is Siren looking like that? Why is he talking shit behind my back? And I would just start thinking stuff and going with it in my head. Like, I'm just using that as an example, like made up. But that's what I would do. And I would get very upset. I would get myself very upset. Now, there are people that actually have done really bad shit to me, but it was like putting thoughts in my head. And I think if people continue to mess with your head like that, and you're already having those thoughts, it's going to not turn out very well. Do you guys mind if I put it on speaker while I'm cleaning and we're waiting for a Penguin to come up? Oh, there she is. Hang on. Mm-hmm. I see you on camera. Do you want to keep your camera on? Okay, I wanted to make sure, because sometimes people are like, oh my God, wait. Hey. Uh-oh, I think you're muted. Maybe, possibly. She looks like Julia Stiles. Do you guys know who that is? Julia Stiles?
I have no idea, but she is pretty.
Save the Last Dance. She's in that movie, and I don't remember what else she's in. Oh, I see that. Oh, there we go. I hear you.
Awesome. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I was doing good. I was agreeing with you about the perspective, mm-hmm. and how really anything you say online can be twisted, and history is very, very similar. Like I gave that example about John Rehab. Basically, history would tell you he was obviously German. He was in China at the time. This was before the United States entered the war. And he helped create the safe zone, which saved over I want to say it was close to 250,000 people.
Wow. See, and I'm glad you brought that up, first of all, because I didn't know that. And I'm not very good with history because I didn't pay attention when I was younger. But it's the same thing that we see on here. Like, and especially like even with you, Penguin, I had seen you around, but I'd seen you in haters chat. So I'm like, does this girl like me or not, or what? And you have this perspective in your head of only seeing negative stuff about somebody, but then I've seen you recently and being peaceful and stuff, and you see that with people, and some people are afraid. They're like, oh no, I don't want to see anything positive with somebody. I just want to see the bad stuff. But that's quite a bit of lives to be saving if you're such a
I
terrible
call that
person.
online gladiating. And what I mean by that is sometimes people will pick their person, and even when their person can be wrong about an issue or do something that wasn't nice or whatever, they stay by that person. And it's what I call becoming online gladiators, as I would have it.
Yeah, and it's almost like a punching bag. Like people, they see somebody that they don't like qualities in them, and it's like they have this anger that they want to release somewhere, and so they just like take it out on you.
Yes.
And then, of course, you know, a lot of times if you have an attitude problem like I do, then you end up snapping back and becoming the bad person. Because my problem is when people push my buttons, I go for the jugular with my tongue. It's very sharp. And then
I get it.
I lose the battle because it's like, okay, I was trying to prove a point, but my point got completely like blown away by all of the negative things that were coming out of my mouth. And people at that point, they don't want to hear what you have to say. And they're like, wow, you are a monster and you're an asshole.
Yeah, and honestly, we all have tempers and we all get angry and we all do things that we shouldn't do. I mean, that is part of human nature. And everybody also has a limit, I think. But and I also know your predicament with having a friend that, you know, sometimes takes your advice, sometimes does not. You know, I get that completely as well. You know, I actually do understand that. And that puts you in a predicament because this person's your friend. And then you don't want to, you know, get into all the fighting and stuff. You don't want to be a shield, I guess would be the proper way of saying it.
Yeah, and then it sucks because if you do have multiple people you really care about, you're kind of by default placed in the middle to either say something or make a decision. Some people will make you make a choice and choose sides. And I put people in that predicament before, and I've also been put in that, and it sucks because, and I've said this repeatedly, but like if Siren and Anti-Side-Eye got in a fight and you were good friends with both, but then you made the decision to choose Siren over her, and then they made up, then where does that put you? You're like, wait, I didn't have a problem to begin with. Now this is really uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I would just simply, I mean, it's hard to be a peacemaker, right? It's much harder to be a peacemaker, in my opinion, than an instigator. And those are people who fuel those fires. You get some of those on there, then you get the peacemakers who try to get people to come together. Honestly, I would tell them both. If you had two friends that were going at it, I'd say, hey, you guys talk or duke it out. I don't care, but you guys are going to handle it. That's the problem with online. People, like, certain men can like meet up, fight, and then be okay later. A lot of women are not like that. A lot of that online too, you know, because you can't do that online. So how does that work? And because apparently it's illegal, violence, whatever. But, you know, I think a lot of problems would be solved if people started going back to old ways and handling it. Like, in certain
Meet me in the
aspects.
parking lot.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
but like if I had okay, let me put it to you this way. I would much rather just fight it out with someone in a parking lot. If you kick my butt, you kick my butt. Now I ain't gonna go around saying you kicked my butt, but let that be the end of it, you know? Let that be the end of it.
I like that idea. And I think a lot of people's problems is they haven't had a good ass whooping. Like with me, I have an older brother of 4 years, and he used to kick my ass all the time. I gave him a bloody nose one time. So I kind of know where to pick and choose my battles when it comes to physical fights. And when it comes to speaking my opinion too. But I think that's a great idea. I think a lot of times people do continue to run their mouth like that because they just need a good ass beating. Now, I'm not condoning violence. But
You like Game of Thrones. I choose violence today. I don't know if you watched that show.
I haven't, no.
Oh man.
Oh gosh, here it is. Robbie is a Nazi sympathizer, and he's
See,
See,
you
that's
get what
the
I'm
thing.
saying.
Like, I was the
Condoning
one that brought
violence.
that up. He didn't even say it. Like, he didn't even know who that person was. That
No.
was me. So I'll take full credit in that. I mean, some people would look at it, right, and say, oh, he was evil because he was a Nazi. But Chinese people, they have sanctified him. That he is considered a saint out there. He used the Nazi flag to save his Chinese workers. He also was out there before the United States entered the war. And if we're looking back in history, Japan was in China slaughtering people. I
Uh-oh.
mean, you have
They're
all
calling the
kinds of-
police on you from condoning violence already, Penguin.
Oh
Who's got
my
the sirens
God.
in the background?
Jeez. Jeez.
But
But
see,
no, I brought up that's just history. That's just how it went. So is he evil? Does he have redeeming qualities, even though he was part of a terrible party? You know, it's all a matter of perception.
it is. And I mean, you are right. They're going to clip whatever and they're going to take whatever you say out of context, even like the bad people. But I mean it when I say I think everybody has good qualities and they could clip it all they want to, but Hitler probably did have some good qualities somewhere in his body. He had to have somewhere.
Of course he did.
Something.
He was great at speaking. I'm not saying he was a good person. Okay, those are very different things. A person can be charming and be a snake. You know, I mean, he can be charismatic. He was able to get his people round. I mean, honestly, he was able to rally his people. So of course he was charismatic and had some influences. It would be foolish to say that he didn't. You know, it would be very, very incorrect. Like, you can still not like him, still think he's evil, and no doubt he was. Absolutely not even gonna pretend to refute that. But he still had qualities about him that were very, very attractive at the time.
We can have a really good conversation about this because I've said this about Chris Waltz over and over. I believe if you're still living, you have a chance to change no matter what you're doing, whether you're sitting in a prison cell or wherever. And, you know, people about, oh, it is freeing and liberating and stuff. And as long as you're breathing, you still do have a chance to better your thoughts and change yourself. And I've always said, you know, Chris Watts deserves forgiveness and change as well, like change along with that. And people are like, oh my God, you monster. I'm like, don't you want somebody to not be a monster anymore? Like, it doesn't make sense why people want someone to stay in a constant state of misery and not better themselves. Even Hitler.
Hey, Robbie, did you
Yes.
know I'm unmodded again?
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Say something. And hold on. I'm going to let Carolyn up real fast to say something. I'm going to have to mute and pee, and I'm going to start picking this up while I'm listening. So, hey, Carolyn.
Hi. Finally got it. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. What's going on? Because I'm being targeted, and I don't know who AJ is or anyone else that you're fighting with, really.
What? Who are you being targeted by?
Her, apparently, and then
It'll pass.
that girl that's on your channel, the one that I went to high school with in my sophomore year, she just came right up, and she's friends with Kim and Kraft and Lana.
I have no idea, but I would just be very careful, Carolyn, because I think a lot of people, if they see that you're in a vulnerable state of mind or whatever, they're just going to take advantage of that and maybe try to mess with your state of mind.
Well, what is going on? Because it's not a state of mind, it's also my computer.
I don't know. Hey, Ariana. I don't know, but just if there's people coming in, because I've seen you've been going live lately and stuff, and of course people are going to come in there and they're just going to say weird stuff to maybe try to confuse you. So just try to keep your head on straight, because it tends to happen to all of us. But they're going to do it more if they see that you're vulnerable. And I'm sorry, guys, I have to pee. Hang on. Sorry.
Haters are like leaves. They're just there to cast some shade. That's like, they're just there to cast some shade. You know, haters gotta hate. And I think that no matter what, you'll get anyone with a platform, you're not going to be able to make everybody happy.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Somewhere along the line, you will displease certain people and etc. You know, can't make everyone happy. Like you can even post like sometimes I post animal videos and they still get thumbs downs sometimes. You just can't please everyone.
Yeah, I have not done anything other than music in over a month, and yet I still have a certain woman in a recliner attacking me in her videos. So it's just gonna happen. So you know,
She's in love
what
with
you
you,
gonna
Siren.
do? You know,
She's in love with you. That's
I
why
know
she
that.
keeps attacking you. Yeah, we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lycan. Someone wants to know what the name of your channel is, Siren.
Hang on, I'll grab the link for it.
See if I got my camera and stuff working now. Does it look all right? Oh, we're good. Yeah, it's just a perception. You're not going to be able to please everybody. It is what it is. Nothing you could do.
And if you try to please everybody, you'll end up driving yourself insane.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
You just got to do what you want to do. And if they don't like it, they don't like it.
Yeah. Content where you try to please everybody ends up being bland, vanilla. And you don't want that. No one really wants vanilla content. Lots of people like vanilla ice cream, but no one really wants vanilla content.
Mm-mm.
Now, I do think too that some conversations that creators have, especially if like they're mad at each other, it depends what the conversation is about, but sometimes it should be public. That way there's no misconception of what one said to the other. And then other times I think it should be private. It really just depends on what the subject is. In my opinion, that would be the way I would do it. But if I had two people that I both cared about, I would tell them, if it can't, either talk it out civilly with like a good in-between person that can kind of like mediate it, if it had to be public, or handle that crap privately. If you feel that it can be talked out.
Yeah, and there's no reason why anything has to be handled publicly. And mediators are a wonderful help if you have a spat, as far as getting things like if two people are having a disagreement that you're having trouble with. They're a huge help. That's like someone that can like hearing both sides and like especially if you can find someone who's kind of neutral and like divorced from the situation. Like if I was having a fight with Auntie Side-Eye, I wouldn't want Auntie Side-Eye's best friend to be the mediator, because that person wouldn't be fair. I would want someone who like didn't really know either of us, like Mariah Carey. If Mariah Carey was free, she doesn't know either of us, so she'd be a decent mediator for us, you know. No, that's pretty extreme example, but you know, something like that.
Well, like especially if it's something that has to do with like really hurt feelings, like really, really bad, maybe that should be absolutely private. Now, if it's something where they're both creators though, and you're worried that like you want it put out there, that way there's no mistake on what anyone said, because there's two different sides of the story. Yeah, get someone obviously not one person's bestie, but get a good moderator. That's what we need. More moderators, more mediators, more mediators to settle it. And also a mediator that can also end it in case it's getting too hyped up, too personal, or in case somebody is not being completely honest about something. That would be a good person, like somebody maybe that's not related to the situation. Just ideas.
What is going on in chat, Ashley? I don't have names thrusting.
That's what I'm reading.
What the heck?
See.
She's having a party, not the rest of
I
us.
think they subbed to me one time. Yeah,
I was
think that
listening
same
and I
one
completely
subbed to me
agree
one
with that.
time and I blocked them.
Sorry about that, guys. I was vacuuming because I'm OCD and I have to get in the shower in a few minutes. And when I was walking over to pee, I'm like, man, that's a lot of cereal on the floor. But no, I agree. And moderators being mediators, because when I give somebody a wrench, or if I'm a wrench, I'm kind of lazy because, well, not lazy, just like you don't time people out or block them just because you have a bias over them because it's not your channel.
Right.
And also like taking sides and stuff. I think if you have a wrench on someone's channel, it's because you're trusted. That if somebody, because I tend to flap my mouth and not see stuff. So if somebody saw something that me personally wouldn't like, then they block it, but not just if it's like some random thing that they're like, oh, I don't like that person, you know?
Right.
So
I don't know. Like, it also depends on like how offended a person is too. Like, I know I said earlier in the chat that like, I hope to have that conversation with Miss P sometime, but that's going to be a private one. I mean, I think that one should be a private one with a mediator, with a mediator for that particular one in particular.
Yeah, well, I mean, you need that sometimes with her because, you know, but maybe I could mediate privately because there's a lot of things that sometimes we have to be reminded. And I know Miss Portland knows what I'm talking about.
And like, I'm a hothead sometimes. Sometimes I need someone to be like, chill out. Chill out,
me
bitch.
too.
Chill the hell out. Like, I need that sometimes. I know for me, at least, I get very hot-headed. Sure.
I need that all the time. When you just like, you know, and if people care about you, then they're going to do that and they're not going to judge you for it.
Right.
Unless our intentions are terrible and we're shitty people like Hitler. See, there, I said it. Now you can clip that and make the narrative that I was against him.
Oh.
Hey, Lycan, you missed it. We were talking about Hitler earlier. He's controversial. He gets it.
We were saying good things about Hitler earlier.
Right.
Do we dare ask Lycan to say one good thing about Hitler before we leave and see what he says? Do you have any good qualities you could say about Hitler?
Yeah,
Lycan, just one.
Is Jewish.
I'm sorry, what?
Lycan is Jewish.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't stop people from having positivity. Way to be a pessimist, Siren.
You know my schedule, and you're gonna have to come up on my channel sometime.
Okay.
I can think of saying right now, but
you go live really late at nighttime when I'm going to bed. But oh, look, Lycan says he really went for what he believed in. I like that.
I'm not working today. I can probably go in an hour or now.
Well, guys, thank you for coming up. I'm like a half hour late to my shower, but thank you for coming up and having a good conversation. I'm sorry it didn't go so well for Mrs. Portland, but I'll talk to you, Mrs. Portland, and it'll be okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, by the way.
Thank you for having me, Robbie.
And I had never seen your man before until you were on Dots. He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Really
he
good
is a looker. Sometimes I look at him and I'm like, why do you like me? I'm crazy.
Listen, I'm married, okay? But I can appreciate good-looking art.
Yeah, it's pretty artistic. Thank you for that, by the way.
Hey, I'll send you a link.
Guys, good looking.
Okay. Well, thank you, Penguin. Thank you, Anti-Side-Eye and Carolyn and Siren. And sorry, Siren, about your wrench. I don't know what happened with that.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I'll send you a link.
Bye. Thank you
Okay,
for having me,
Carolyn.
Robbie.
Thank you, Anti-Side-Eye. I'm gonna... Oh, everyone's leaving. Okay. Love you. Bye. All right, guys, I really got to go. I was vacuuming all this mess that I threw around. I got to go. I have like a half hour that I have to like jump in the shower, wash my ball sack like really fast. Really fast, like just with one swipe. One swipe to the right is all it takes to clean these nuts. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt, okay? Hitler was a master painter. Really? Wonder where I could find any of his art. Probably eBay. Probably eBay or Etsy. Okay. Bye, you guys. Actually, find out if Hitler has an Etsy. I would really, really... Hey, Siri, does Hitler have an Etsy?
Okay. I found this on the web for does Hitler have a Nazi?
Not a Nazi. We know he has Nazis. Like, tons of them, silly goose. You silly kangaroo. Not a Nazi. Hey, Siri, did Hitler have an Etsy?
Okay. I found this on the web for did Hitler have an Etsy? Check it out.
No! Like an Etsy account. I'm going to Etsy. Hold on one second. I'm going to fucking Etsy. Etsy. Hitler. Okay. Oh, he does have an Etsy. Etsy. He's artistic. Etsy. Thank you. Yes. Oh, wow. Look at all this amazing merchandise. Whoa, he's selling something for $5,000. Holy shit, he's just like Natasha Cooper. Bye. Oh, there's a shirt that says fucking. Come on, guys. Positivity. Daredevil battles Hitler. He has a trophy. He had a trophy? Well, there's a coffee cup that says well-caffeinated communist. I'm going to back out of this one. Bye, guys. I got to get in the shower. Go tell somebody something positive about themselves today. Unless their name is Hitler. But go check out his Etsy. Bye. No chance. No dance. No chance. No chance. No chance. Give me second chances.